Camping under the stars, surrounded by nature's tranquility, is supposed to be a peaceful escape from the chaos of everyday life. But what happens when the serenity of the wilderness is shattered by the unexplainable? Tonight, we delve into a disturbing and horrifying encounter that left a group of friends questioning their reality. Our story takes us deep into the Appalachian Mountains, where a group of friends embarked on a weekend camping trip. Little did they know the forest had something sinister in store for them. Sarah, sitting in a dimly lit room. Sarah, we were having a great time hiking, telling stories by the fire. Everything seemed perfect until the second night. That's when things started to go terribly wrong. The first night, the trip began like any other. The friends were excited to disconnect from the world and enjoy the beauty of nature. They set up their tents, built a fire, and spent the evening sharing stories and laughter. Sarah, it was perfect. We were all in high spirits, enjoying each other's company. The stars were out, and the forest felt alive. As the night wore on, they retreated to their tents, ready for a restful sleep. But the forest had other plans. The woods, whispering, leaves rustling. Around midnight, Mark claimed he heard whispering. At first, he thought it was one of his friends playing a prank, but the whispers grew louder and more distinct, seeming to come from all directions. Suddenly, a loud wolf-like howl starts echoing throughout the woods. Sarah, Mark woke us up, saying he heard something. We listened, but everything seemed normal. He insisted it was coming from the woods, so he decided to check it out. Despite their protests, Mark ventured into the darkness, flashlight in hand. What he encountered would haunt him forever. The search for Mark began. The group of friends decided to grab flashlights and start a search for Mark. When Mark didn't return after an hour, the group grew worried. They split up to search for him, their calls echoing through the silent woods. Sarah, we were terrified. The forest was so dark and we had no idea where he could be. We kept calling his name, but there was no response. Hours passed, and just when they were about to give up, Mark stumbled back into camp, but something was different about him. Mark started sitting by the fire, staring blankly into the flames. Mark's return should have been a relief, but instead it brought more fear. He was pale, trembling, and refused to speak about what he had seen. Sarah, he just kept saying the eyes over and over. We tried to get him to talk, but